Ever heard of the saying, "I told you so"? Well, imagine saying that when 100,000 soldiers are on the line. That's the story of Rommel, the Desert Fox, and his chillingly accurate prediction weeks before one of World War II's biggest disasters for the German army, the Falaise Pocket. After the D-Day landings in June 1944, the Allies had a solid foothold in Normandy, but breaking out was proving to be a bloody, inch-bench fight. The Germans, under Field Marshal von Kluge, were putting up a ferocious defense. Hitler, sitting hundreds of miles away in his bunker, saw an opportunity. He ordered a massive counterattack, codenamed Operation Luttich, aimed at cutting off the American forces at the base of the Cotentin Peninsula. On paper, it looked like a bold, decisive move. But Rommel, who was in command of Army Group B in Normandy, saw something else entirely. He saw a trap. Weeks before the operation was even launched, Rommel was frantically warning the high command. He argued that the German forces in Normandy were already overstretched and exhausted. They had suffered heavy losses and were critically short on fuel, ammunition, and replacements. Most importantly, he knew the Allies had complete air supremacy. Any large-scale movement of German armor in daylight would be a suicide mission. The sky was filled with Allied fighter bombers, the infamous jabots, who could spot and destroy a tank column from miles away. Rommel's pleas were desperate. He wrote letters, he made calls, he argued with anyone who would listen. He proposed a strategic withdrawal, pulling his forces back to a more defensible line, regrouping and conserving his precious panzer divisions. To him it was simple military logic. You do and throw your best troops into a battle, you Q and twin. He saw the bigger picture, the Allied pincer movement just waiting to close. He understood that the Americans were advancing from the south, and the British and Canadians from the north. But Hitler wouldn't listen. He was obsessed with holding every inch of ground and believed an audacious attack could reverse the tide. Rommel's warnings were dismissed as defeatist. Tragically, just before the counterattack began, Rommel was severely injured when his car was strafed by an Allied plane, the very danger he had warned about. So, he was out of the picture when his worst fears came true. By the time the pocket was finally closed on August 21st, the German army in France had ceased to exist as an effective fighting force.